guys, welcome back to The Nook. I'm your host Brooks, and today I'm talking to you about the Nintendo Wii Mini. And the Wii Mini was Nintendo's final iteration of the Wii. It came out right after the Nintendo Wii U in 2012, which was really odd timing in my opinion, considering this thing had no new features. It didn't outshine the previous Wii or the new Wii U in any way whatsoever, and the only good deal you got out of it was that it was bundled with a copy of Mario Kart Wii and a Wii Motion Plus controller. Those two things most Nintendo Wii owners already had. So as far as the advantage of buying a Wii Mini, it's pretty non-existent. And today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the console and mostly about my personal experience buying one and playing one in 2020.
Nintendo's Wii console is a hugely nostalgic system for not only myself and my generation, but for a lot of people across all age groups. When the Wii launched in 2006, me and my group of friends were so excited for the revolution that Nintendo was about to unleash on the world. Not only did the Wii look super cool, but the new motion controls changed the way people played and experienced gaming on the system. The system exceeded all expectations, becoming one of, if not the best-selling video game console of all time. Although my brother and I didn't have a Wii right at launch, we ended up getting one the next year for Christmas in 2007. We had already pooled our money for a PS3, so the Wii came from my parents as a gift and was an unexpected but extremely welcome surprise. My first impressions of the Wii came from me and my brother's best friend, who let us come over so many times in the weeks after Christmas in 2006 to play Wii Sports together and take turns on Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. When the Wii first released, there was only one iteration of the console, opposed to Sony and Microsoft consoles having cheaper options with less storage and more expensive options with more storage, etc. The original white Wii was the one that me and my best friend had, and in my opinion is still the best version of the original Wii. Throughout the Wii's lifespan, Nintendo released several other variants, changing the colors to black, red, and blue, and some of these versions lost their support for GameCube games and were switched to a horizontal orientation. This was something that rubbed me the wrong way, as my brother had amassed a nice collection of GameCube games after the original Wii came out. The final iteration of the Wii was the Wii Mini. The Wii Mini came out right after Nintendo's HD system, the Wii U, and was met with less than stellar reviews. Not only did the Wii Mini not have GameCube support, the Wii Mini also did not even have internet capabilities, meaning you couldn't access the eShop, the Virtual Console, your web browser, or movie and show streaming apps like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. My original Wii is long gone, but that never mattered to me because I bought a Wii U on the release of the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker bundle and was able to play all my Wii games there after moving over my save data and Virtual Console games. When my Wii U was destroyed, RIP, in 2016, I never replaced it, and instead I got on board with more PS4 games and PC gaming. I really miss that Wii U, and I will always regret what happened, but I really miss the original Wii and all the great times that we had with that as well. When COVID-19 shut down the entire world, I figured in March of 2020 that then would be the best time ever to buy another Wii and relive some memories. I still had almost all of my Wii games anyway, so I figured buying a cheap Wii online would be a simple enough way and great enough way to pass some time while me and the wife were stuck inside. Plus, I'd already played and beaten most of my PS4 and PC games that were still interesting to me, so I figured why not go for something cheap and nostalgic. After a few days of searching, I found a great deal on eBay for a Wii Mini. The console came with one controller, all the cables, the sensor bar, and 4 games, including Mario Kart Wii, Wii Sports, Smash Bros. Brawl, and Twilight Princess. It seemed like a great deal to me at $75 after taxes and shipping, so I went for it, doing basically no research at all on the Wii Mini and the differences between it and the original Wii. I assumed that it wouldn't have GameCube support, but I was willing to sacrifice that for the Wii experience once again. I got my new Wii Mini just a couple days after purchasing it, and it was shipped in a really nice package with no damage to the console, controller, or games. Me and my wife hooked up the system in the living room and gave Wii Sports a spin for about an hour. It was such a blast to play. Moving around was something I had been missing from gameplay, and the motion controls in Wii Sports still hold up to this day. There's nothing like it. We played the heck out of Wii Sports and Mario Kart Wii for the next 3 days, and we're having so much fun. The nostalgia glasses were locked on tight for that first week. When week 2 rolled around, I started to notice some issues. First off, the AV cables that come with the Wii Mini I know are extremely cheap, and AV in general is such a horrible way to experience gaming on an HD TV. But there's so much noise, fuzzy lines and speckles, and the jagged out of focus lines of things like words in the menu or items in games are really noticeable, especially in brighter games like Mario Kart Wii. Another horrible thing about AV into an HD TV is the aspect ratio. The games get all stretched out, and the Wii Mini was so stripped of features that I could not find a way to correct the aspect ratio in a way that looked even halfway decent. There's nothing wrong with the games and how they play, but the way they look is outdated in the worst way. Another thing I notice is that the console gets really loud, especially when playing more graphically intensive games like Mario Kart Wii and Twilight Princess. That aside, I decided to see if I could get the best output quality I could from the Wii Mini and decided to go buy a component cable for the Wii from my local GameStop. Once I got there, I picked out the highest quality component cable that I could find, drove home, and hooked it up immediately. Oddly enough, my TV showed that there was a component device connected, but there was still no display. I tried unplugging it and plugging it back in a few times, and even tried my smaller HD TV that I had in another room in the house, but I still couldn't get anything to work. So then I decided to do some research on the specifications of the Wii Mini, something I wish I had done before buying. In just seconds, I was able to find out that the Wii Mini in fact has no support for a component cable. That means this system will never output an HD quality of any kind. Even an HD upscaler will only get you so far. You can probably imagine my disappointment. Even though I feel like I got a good deal with the Wii Mini and definitely had a lot of fun with it over these past few months, I still want to caution people from buying one now. Let me end with a question and an answer for you. Is the Wii Mini worth it in 2020? The answer is no, it's not worth it. If I had just done my research and been willing to spend an additional $20 to $40, I could have probably gotten an original Wii with a game and a controller and been much better off. I would have had access to GameCube games and component output to make sure the games run in the best quality possible. The Wii Mini is the worst version of the Wii and probably the worst thing Nintendo has released since 2013. The only reason it would ever be worth it is if you can find it super cheap, and I'm talking cheap, like $40 or less, and if you really, really, really do not care about having no access to GameCube games and no component output. Hopefully you can learn from my mistake and avoid this system, and if you have the extra cash and want to play Wii games but don't care about GameCube games, just get a Wii U. There are plenty of great Wii U games, the Virtual Console is still open, and of course, it's the best way to play your Wii games in HD. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a good one.
Thank you guys for stopping by the Nook today. I've been your host, Brooks, and I hope to see you guys next week. Take care.